This is Alicia Garza. She's an activist. She's sometimes listed as an American civil rights activist, but she's known for co-founding the International Black Lives Matter movement. She's also been prominent in issues of health, student services, rights for domestic workers, and ending police brutality, transgender and gender non-conforming people of color, their rights as well. She's written for The Guardian, The National, Rolling Stone, and Truth Out. And she currently directs special projects at National Domestic Workers Alliance, is a principal at the Black Futures Lab. So she's about 39 years old. She was born in 1981 on January 4th. And her original name is Alicia Schwartz and whatnot. So she's an activist. Recently, I never knew who the fuck she was, nor would I give a shit. As I am a black man, a street black man, I didn't know who the fuck she was. I didn't know she existed until I happened upon the Roland Martin interview with Ice Cube over his sit down with the Trump administration, which a good 30% of that was just propaganda on their part, because it's an election cycle, But Ice Cube was given no quarter, and this woman was brought in midway through the interview by the cowardly Roland Martin to help him ambush Ice Cube over social media in a Zoom meeting interview, So, when I first saw her and I heard how she was speaking to the man, she didn't have any respect for him, and it was no way she didn't know who he was, unless she lived on the moon. And we'll get to that later. When I heard how she was speaking to him, it was frustrating and whatnot. This man has an esteemed career in entertainment across mediums, and he's also a successful businessman. And he unsuccessfully tried to purchase a number of television stations over the last couple of years, but he was blockaded. He was blockaded by the mainstream establishment, whatnot. But given these things and the fact that he's pretty much kept his nose clean, as much as a gangster rapper could, especially an icon like he is, and she would know this. Given how prominent he is and how he's kept his nose clean, there was no reason for her to have the attitude that she did, So, I want to show you a couple more pictures. Let's take a real good look at these pictures. Look at her. Look at her fucking face, okay? What do you see when you look at the face of Alicia Garza? What do you see? Now, I'm going to tell you what the fuck I see. I see a very smug, entitled individual, okay? A very smug, entitled individual, all right? And, there's no way she couldn't have known that who Ice Cube was. She obviously knew because she was on the program, Roland wheeled her ass in and shit. This is your classic example of a agent provocateur, showing her face. Because these days when they're not dressed in all black or, hiding behind ski masks and, the face coverings, they roll out these women, these black women. They roll them out. She's mostly an advocate for the alternative, I would say, but that's not an issue here. What is an issue is her fucking attitude and the fact that she's an agent provocateur and anybody listening to her is a goddamn idiot. You gotta look this shit up, man. I don't know what the deal is with Black Lives Matter, but I don't believe it's a legitimate movement. And I don't subscribe to any right wing or bullshit from the mainstream. Okay, I'm an independent free thinker And I'm just offended by this woman. She's full of shit. And just take a good look at that picture again. Take a good look. Look at this shit. Look at her fucking face and tell me what you see. I see an asshole. Okay, an asshole. Who's snuck in the back door, more or less, and someone's decided she can speak on our issues and whatnot when she doesn't know anything about that. You say, yeah, she's one of these Black Lives Matter advocates. She's from Oakland. I don't know what the fuck's going on with Oakland, man. They're coming up number 3 behind Chicago and Atlanta. It's fuckery. And agents and shit and coons. And this one, make no doubt about it, she's in the coon category. She's part of what they've been calling the gynocracy, the new faces of it, which is all based in hypergamy and fake feminism and shit, and leading the blind of the black feminist movement, where they just shoot themselves in the fucking foot. None of this shit. Oh, by the way, just to cover that, she is married to a transgender man, and she's queer. Okay, this has nothing to do with her orientation. That's as much of a disclaimer as you're gonna get. I just want to say, Ms. Garza, you are a piece of class A shit. Okay, and a piece of shit. And fuck your advocacy. Fuck your activism. It's fake advocacy. Black Lives Matter. You should not be in that organization. I don't give a fuck about what you're doing or not, but I will be watching you from here on out and shit, and seeing what else you do. Because I'm gonna keep my eye on all these weirdos that keep popping up right now during these trying times. And before anybody gets on my ass about fucking with her because she's a woman and all that bullshit, I just think she's fake and shit. I don't know how any other black women can even deal with this female and shit. You think she's down for the cause and shit, man, but she's just a princess, man. She comes from a princess. She's her fucking name. Her fucking maiden name was Schwartz and shit. Okay, and don't give me no shit. She ain't from the streets. Okay, she ain't from the soil, as they like to say and shit. She's from the mean streets of Marin County. Okay, the mean streets of Marin County. Tell me what she know about anything over there and shit. She was most a token black and shit. Okay, and the expression on her face speaks to that and shit. She's from fucking Marin County and shit in California. And I want to tell you that current trends aside, the median income for a home over there is $100,750 and shit on the low. All right, $104,750 on the low for a home there and shit. What ghetto is there? What ghetto people are living in Marin County and shit, huh? What guarantee? So even if she was like going over the hill to Oakland and shit and immersing herself in the community, she's still a poser. She's still a poser, man. From her top of her weave to her weird chest tattoo, which had script on it and shit. And she just was bought in by the cowardly criminal, the bootleg criminal Roland Martin and shit, who should be fucking ethered and shit, man. He should be canceled to the nether regions and shit, man. Just look at this shit. How dare you fuck with somebody that's trying to do something for our community and shit. You don't have anything to worry about, shit. You live in an ivory tower, bitch. Okay? Stay out of our business. We don't fucking need you. We don't want you and shit. You just pick up your paycheck and you keep doing your little shit, okay? You keep doing the shit over there in your community because you ain't a part of the black community and shit. And you can go fuck yourself. Now fuck you. Okay? What's the next wig you gonna wear and shit? Because like the pictures I have here, you have a black dookie braid thing in, and when you appear to Roland Martin and shit, you put on the blonde hair and shit, and that just fuck your attitude. There's no education that supersedes common decency and treating another person like a human being. Then fuck you. You had the nerve to comment that if you had Ice Cube's platform, you could do a lot. May you never get that. Okay, you're nobody. Nobody know the fuck you are. You're a poser. You just popped up on the grid and shit. You're a fucking agent, okay? And you guys out here to sow disinformation and fuck with our people again. We're trying to get get out of a hole that we've been in for like hundreds of years. And fuck you. Why don't you take your ass back to San Marin County and shit and do advocate over there for the ethical treatment of seagulls or some shit, you know? Don't nobody need you. Where you come from? Okay, that's what they should have asked your ass. But the whole movement you fronting the shit, they're false. They're disingenuous. They ain't shit. Fuck you. And get out of our goddamn community and shit. We don't need you. There's no leaders over here. It's just people living in this shithole. We're trying to get out of it. So fuck you. Whatever happens, you ain't here with us. You take your ass back to Marin County and shit and have a tea party or something. Fucking asshole. Smug piece of shit. I had enough of this shit, man. Then fuck y'all. They're gonna keep watching you bitches too. Come on, man. I can hardly wait to see the next one of you guys pops up and shit like a goddamn sentinel over here. Fuck you. You know? And don't worry, we looking for Roland. Don't worry, man. He getting some of this. He getting some of this verbal work too, man. He getting this verbal. We gonna turn up for Roland too. All right. Don't worry. We gonna turn up for this fat fuck. Anyway, you know, whatever. Hey, you know, have a croissant and a smile, bitch. Fuck yourself.